Stephanie Seagram, Program Director at the Cossart Exchange, Julia Veenstra, who's a visual artist in Hamilton and designer and facilitator of the Wild Hope Project, a fair trade project with women in Kenya, who's been on the program before, and Melissa Bennett, the curator of contemporary art for the Art Gallery of Hamilton. Welcome to each of you. And let's just begin with you, Stephanie. You're part of the Cossart Exchange. We have run a feature on this in other programs. Remind the viewing public what the Cossart Exchange is all about.
Sure. The Cossart Exchange is an initiative through the Imperial Cotton Centre for the Arts as a place and a space to help support artists, creatives, social entrepreneurs, projects, ideas. We help people who have a project or an idea or a business concept, an artistic development, and we help them push that project forward. And so we have access, provide access to services, we have people, resources, we have lots of things, and we really help people move to where they want to go.
So you're an advocate, a facilitator, an incubator for the arts, making good things happen.
Exactly.
And of course, Julia, you're in the front line because you are a visual artist. Tell us a little bit about the work you do. And one of the exciting things about being in Hamilton is that the arts really is exploding in a very positive way. What's it like being a visual artist in Hamilton?
Well, being a visual artist in Hamilton is actually quite enjoyable, quite fun. I have a studio down on James Street North in the old Hotel Hamilton building that's been renovated. I work there 4 or 5 days a week and paint full-time. And I work with the Cossart Exchange, and they're helping me develop my business plan, helping me develop my portfolio, resume, things like that, things that are going to get me out onto the front line and into galleries, which is, I think, why we have Melissa here and have lots of questions for her.
Well, and let's bring Melissa into the conversation. And on the screen, as you were talking, we were seeing some of your work, I believe, which looks really, really good. Melissa, how can we get Julia's work into the art gallery?
Well, it's a pretty standard procedure. Actually, it's a submission process. So we receive applications all the time from artists who are interested in exhibitions. Primarily, I research artists and plan the exhibitions several years in advance. That's my role. But we do also receive submissions, and all the information for submissions is available on our website under the exhibition section, www.artgalleryofhamilton.com.
Now, I'm biased, but I believe that the Hamilton Art Gallery is among the top 3 in the whole country. I am biased, and others from other cities may wish to argue with me, but it certainly is up there. But people also associate that with maybe, you know, the elite art, the masters, people from the past, as well as contemporary artists who have really made it in the artistic world. But how does the art gallery help people such as Julia?
Well, we have a lot of different opportunities for artists such as Julia. She has actually work available in the art rental and sales program, so that's one thing that many local artists are a part of. It's an opportunity to showcase your work to the public that's walking into the gallery. But we also have opportunities for regional, national, and international artists that show in our main gallery spaces as well.
Julia, I'm sure you've got some questions you may want to pose of Melissa as well, but how do you think the art gallery presence in the city helps artists like you?
Well, the art gallery, it's been exciting. Since I've taken my studio on James Street, one of the sales and rental lady came to my studio and invited me to participate in their annual fall and show sale. They have a spring sale. They give opportunities for you to submit, to be juried in, and to be accepted to their show, which gives you their mailing list. It exposes you to many people. I was in their fall show, and now I've been asked to do a solo show there for the sales and rental department, which is just very exciting, very honoring, and I'm thrilled to be working towards that. And it's been interesting. I've been talking with Melissa about how an artist would present her work or his or her work to a gallery to gain some critical acclaim out there and to get known. So that's an interesting question.
Stephanie, you know, there's the creative side of the arts, but there's also the business side as well. And, you know, we have this image perhaps burned in our minds of the starving artists. Not that we wish that on you at all, Julia. You know, that becomes famous many years after perhaps their death, and there perhaps isn't as much attention given to the business side, how to make people like Julia successful. Does the Cossart Exchange assist with that?
Definitely. That's exactly what the Cossart Exchange exists for, is to help with that mindset. We work with many different people who have many different artistic and creative practices, dancers, photographers, visual artists, installation artists, web animators, marketers, writers, all sorts of different people. And really the one commonality is that they all want to get to that next level. They want to create success within their project. And defining success is obviously different for every person, but it's about creating a mindset, about looking at what you're doing as a business and looking at the hardline facts of marketing, financial planning, accessing services that can help you be successful. And so the Cossart does that, and we're always interested in looking for more people to be part of our program, because not only is it just the people within the program right now, but it's also as we recruit and gain more traction with the community, we're also getting more people to talk with one another. So we act as that conduit, as you identified earlier, but really it's the people that have exchange and dialogue within themselves that are the Cossart. So it's a wonderful space and place to push forward and get support, and exactly around those topics of looking at developing a sustainable product or service or business model for whatever it is that you're doing.
Julia, on Friday we had another art crawl on James, and I hope people came to your studio as well. But I was walking along James and enjoying some of the arts that were available, as well as the nice restaurants. It's always a nice combination to join the two. Very quickly, what makes Hamilton such a great place for artists?
Well, Hamilton, and shame on you for not coming to my studio on Friday, because I don't know.
Well, I will come next time.
Yes. Hamilton is great because right now the rents are right. You can afford to have a space in Hamilton. You can afford to work there. The community down on James Street is really quite exciting. I look out on Mulberry and James, and there's a lot of activity out my window. I feel like I'm part of the community. I've been able to move down there from my dining room table at my house, which does get in the way when it's dinner time for my family, and really be able to focus away from a lot of distractions. So having a studio space downtown has been the best move I've done this year.
Julia, listen, I promise you that I will come to your studio, maybe even before the next art crawl.
There you go.
I really enjoy that. And let me thank each of you for shedding some light on some very important activities in our city.